Alright, so picture this. You're hiking in the woods, minding your own business, when suddenly, freeze! Up ahead, there's a chunky little creature waddling along, covered in what looks like 1,000 tiny swords. Meet the porcupine. Yeah, the one animal you really don't want to accidentally hug. But here's the thing. Porcupines are way more than just walking pincushions. Let's dig into what makes these guys so fascinating. First off, porcupines are rodents. In fact, they're the third largest rodents in the world, right after capybaras and beavers. And those quills? They're not just for show. Each porcupine has about 30,000 of them, covering their backs, sides, and tails. Now, people always ask, do porcupines shoot their quills? Nope, that's a myth. The quills are loosely attached, so if something tries to bite or grab a porcupine, bam! The quills come off and stick in the attacker. It's like instant regret. But porcupines aren't out there just picking fights. They're actually pretty chill. Most of the time, they're nocturnal, shuffling around at night looking for snacks. And what's on the menu? Mostly leaves, twigs, and bark. Sometimes they'll gnaw on tree branches until they look like little beaver projects. In winter, they'll even munch on evergreen needles. Not exactly gourmet, but hey, it works. Now, here's something wild. If you get close enough, and I don't recommend it, you might notice porcupines have orange teeth. That's because their teeth are coated with iron, which makes them stronger for all that chewing. And their quills? They're actually modified hairs made of keratin, the same stuff as your fingernails, except, way more intense. Porcupines are found all over the world: North America, South America, Africa, and Asia. But there's a big difference between the two main families. Old World porcupines are bigger and tend to hang out on the ground. New World porcupines, especially those in North America, are smaller and love to climb trees. Seriously, they're like the parkour experts of the rodent world. And get this, porcupines are surprisingly vocal. They grunt, whine, and even sing a little when they're looking for a mate. So what about predators? Well, most animals get the message after one poke, but some, like fishers, a type of weasel, have figured out how to flip porcupines over and attack their unprotected bellies. It's a tough world out there. Despite their prickly reputation, porcupines are important for their ecosystems. They help shape forests by munching on certain trees, and their leftover quills can be used by birds for nesting material. Plus, they're just plain cool. So next time you're out in the woods and spot a waddling ball of spikes, give it some space and a little respect. Porcupines might look like nature's ultimate do not touch sign, but they're also one of the forest's most fascinating creatures. All right, that's your crash course on porcupines. If you learned something new, hit that like button and subscribe for more wild facts. Stay curious, and I'll see you on the next adventure.